Hi, this is the host. I'm one of the few clowns who lives in a house under the sea. That's right, I live in a coral reef. I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty neat. And if you want to hear more cool facts about where other animals live, then stick around for more National Geographic Kids videos. We'll bring you amazing adventures with amazing animals every week. Hey there, welcome to the first ever episode. Today we're going to talk about my home, the coral reef. Now I know that some people think that coral reefs are actually rocks, but they're not. Coral reefs are made up of lots of tiny animals called polyps. Each polyp has a calcium carbonate skeleton, and when the polyp dies, its skeleton stays there, building layer upon layer until you get something hard and large enough for a clownfish like me to call home. I live in the Indian Ocean, which is warm and full of yummy food. It's also full of scary predators like sharks. But my home protects me from most of them. Most of the time, I'm safe inside my home. You see, every animal needs a home. Some are big and grand, while others are small and hidden away. But all homes do one thing: keep animals safe. Homes protect animals from the weather and predators. They raise their young, store food and raise their babies. No matter where you live, whether it's the desert or the jungle, the mountains or the deep sea, having a home means staying alive. Now that you know why an animal home is so important, let's go exploring to see what kinds of homes are out there. We'll start by checking out homes in the trees. Ooh, way up high. Life in the trees can be pretty cushy. With plenty of plants and not many ground predators, it's easy to feel safe up here. Of course, sometimes it can get a little breezy. You know, when that happens, it's good to have a sturdy nest to huddle down in. Birds make nests from twigs and leaves, or softer materials like grass, feathers and fur. Squirrels, chipmunks and other tree dwellers often stash nuts and seeds in tree hollows or cracks. Tree hollows are also great for animals that like to hang upside down, like flying squirrels and opossums. And some animals make their homes in the leaves. Monkeys like to lounge in the trees and use broad leaves as umbrellas, but for us we'd rather head back down to the ground. Oh wait, look at that deer. She's using her tail as a fly swatter. How graceful. If you want to live in a home below the trees, you might dig one. Animals like badgers, rabbits and prairie dogs spend their days in cosy burrows that they dug themselves. The entrance to their burrow is called the main shaft, and it leads to a nesting chamber where the animal sleeps and raises its young. Some animals use burrows abandoned by other animals, but owls, woodpeckers, and other animals that need to protect their eggs from predators dig new holes every year. Digging is hard work, but the result is worth it. A burrow is a great place to escape a predator or to hide from the sun or the rain. Not all ground animals dig their own homes. Hi, I'm a kangaroo. My home is in a pouch. See, our ancestors used to live in burrows just like the ones we saw earlier. But over millions of years we evolved. Our front legs got shorter and our hind legs got longer, so now we hop around. And instead of living in burrows, we carry our homes with us all the time. If you didn't notice, I was already holding my home when I hopped onto the screen. My pouch is a special pocket of skin that folds over my babies. When they're born, they're really tiny and helpless, but by snuggling up with my body heat and drinking my milk, they grow quickly and become strong. Once they're ready to explore the outside world, they'll still be able to jump back into my pouch anytime they need to rest. Some animals would rather live somewhere a bit more spacious than a pouch. Meerkats, for example, live in groups. Their homes have to have room for everyone. Meerkats often take over the burrows of other animals, including gerbils and mongooses. These burrows usually have multiple entrances. One entrance leads to a daytime living area with room for the whole clan. There are also private chambers for sleeping and birthing. A meerkat's home may also have an extra room for storing food. Meerkats like to eat scorpions, and they like to eat a lot of them, so they need a place to stash all their yummy snacks. And you never know when a hungry eagle will swoop by, so a roomy home with multiple exits is a must. And if you want to find some of the coolest homes underwater, well, you're in luck because that's where I live. In the ocean, you can find homes in all shapes and sizes. Some animals live in coral reefs like mine. Reefs come in all shapes and sizes, from the branches of brain coral to the domes of mushroom coral. Others prefer kelp forests. These are underwater woodlands made of giant seaweed. Still others seek shelter in shipwrecks, caves, or even old boots and tires that humans lost on their adventures. You can find some animals in the weirdest places. There's a lot of space in the ocean, but some animals like to travel. Hi, I'm a clownfish. I was born in the Great Barrier Reef, but I've travelled all over the world to visit friends. As a kid, I moved from the reef to a seagrass meadow. Then I checked out a sandy bottom habitat before returning home to the reef. Some of my clownfish cousins even live in the open ocean. They have to swim constantly to stay in one place. Homes in the water are great because they're full of yummy food. Kelp forests, for example, are full of algae and invertebrates. Fish also gather in schools around reefs, making them easy meals for hungry predators. Even those sandy-bottomed animals that we saw earlier live in areas with tons of tasty treats like worms and clams. Living in an underwater home gives animals everything they need to survive. Let's head back to the land for a moment. This beaver is busy gnawing on a tree. I wonder if she's making a home. Beavers are famous for cutting down trees and stacking them up in ponds. Their dams block the flow of water, creating cosy homes. Not only that, but beavers build lodges out of sticks and mud. These lodges have underwater entrances, so the beavers can get in and out without being spotted by predators. Beavers are nature's architects. They're so good at building homes that they help other animals too. Sometimes beavers' dams create wetlands that attract herons, turtles and frogs. Their lodges can even become homes for ducks, muskrats and raccoons. Beavers' homes are so awesome that other animals want to move right in. If you ask any animal architect, you'll learn that building a home is hard work. But it doesn't always take a lot of time. Take termites, for instance. They build huge towers, termite mounds out of soil and spit. The inside is filled with tunnels and chambers for raising young, storing food and hiding from predators. Termites live in dry land, but they need to keep their bodies moist to survive. They accomplish this by carefully controlling the temperature inside their homes. Termites can sense when temperatures are getting too high or too low, and then they fan themselves with their legs or bodies. That helps evaporate water off their skin, which cools them down. If it's too cold, they huddle together to conserve heat. It's a lot of work to maintain the perfect temperature, but it keeps them comfortable and safe. Now, these are some seriously dedicated architects. But some animals don't build homes at all. Instead, they wander from place to place, searching for food and shelter. Me? I'm a monarch butterfly. Monarchs travel hundreds of miles each year, and we don't carry our homes with us. We stop along the way to lay eggs and feed on flowers. When we get too tired to fly, we rest on a leaf or plant and sleep until we're ready to head out again. Humans have the luxury of owning cars and backpacks to help them carry their stuff. But butterflies have wings, and that can get pretty exhausting. Monarchs need to save their energy for finding a new flower to sip from or a leaf to snooze on. Wherever you live, you depend on your home for survival. Homes provide food, water, shelter, and warmth. But homes aren't just for animals. Every living thing on Earth needs one. Even us humans. Our homes are made of different materials, but they all serve the same purpose, to keep us safe. So next time you walk through your front door, take a minute to appreciate the amazing homes that animals have built or found. Whether they're living in a cave, a birdhouse, or a forest, all animals need homes to stay alive. It's important to remember that protecting these homes is important for the animals that live in them. Like me. Humans are responsible for destroying many animal homes. We cut down trees, pollute waterways, and build in natural habitats. But you can help save animals' homes, recycle to reduce pollution, conserve water so there's plenty for all living things, and plant trees to replace the ones we've chopped down. You can also support organisations that protect habitats by donating money or volunteering. Look around you. Everything you see is connected to everything else. We all depend on each other to survive. So protect the habitats that other animals need. They need them just as much as you need yours. There are all kinds of homes in our world, from treetop homes to underwater homes and everything in between. All sorts of amazing animals have found unique ways to make life work in their homes, and that's something to celebrate. I hope you've enjoyed learning about my home and the homes of other animals. You never know what kind of homes you'll find around the world. But one thing's for sure, there are all kinds of amazing animals out there waiting to be discovered. So be curious, keep exploring, and you just might find them.